You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, by the way, Kick Dingbat here, and it is time to get going. It is time for this offense to wake up. These next 4 games are important. We got to work out the kinks, we got to get on track, and we got to get ready for a deep, deep run. What is happening, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you're having fun. Chris North, what's going on? KGK, Jay Tyler, Melvin Ford. Damn, cat, stop biting my toes. Melvin Ford, Greg Miller, Donnie, Stinky Fish, Twits, Rich, what's going on? Jolo, Logan Motorsports, Greg Miller, Wanda, Nick, Philly 600, Philly 600, I like that. Carlos Rosado, Yo Rocco, Tony, J2K, thank you for being here. Greg Floyd Jr., Antonio Holmes, and anybody that I missed, thank you for being here. To me, you know, I keep hearing about how great Denver is, and Denver this, Denver that, lead the league in sacks, got the great defense, their offense is doing all right. To me, it ain't nothing about what Denver is doing. It's about what we do. Are the Eagles going to come out and be Captain Obvious, or are they going to change things up? That's what I want to know. Because if they don't change anything up, we're going to continue down the same route. You have to adjust to teams that have adjusted to you. It's just the way it is. What is going on, Scott? Scott, how are you? CJ Davis, what's up, my man? How are you? Good to see everybody in here. Eagles offense needs to quit playing possum. You ain't kidding. Dallas still stinks. Yes, they do. Dallas still stinks. It's beautiful. Fire Patullo. We'll wait and see. We'll see what happens. Let's go kick some Broncos ass. I think they're going to kick Broncos asses, right? I think this is going to be a big, big Eagles game. I expect the offense to get going. I really do. You know, and we got to figure out our pass rush too. Is Zadarius Smith going to step up? What about Uche? Who's going to step up on the edge? Because to me, that's the biggest concern here and going forward is who's going to be your sack guys. Let me adjust this camera. It keeps moving. You know, that's kind of how I feel about it. I mean, we've had a lot of drama this week, a lot of bull crap this week. I'm just ready for this thing to get going. Trap game. Eagles usually don't have trap games. I haven't seen many trap games with this team at all, you know. We usually do play well against Denver. We do. What up, Philly? Go Birds. Go Birds is right. Will says offense goes off this week. They got to. I mean, look, Denver's number 1 in sacks, so they got a good pass rush. They've only allowed 2 passing touchdowns all year, so they got a good secondary. They held, Higgins and Chase to like less than 34 yards. Now, take it, they had a sticky quarterback. But defense is very capable, you know. So my point is this, is if the Eagles go off this week, then they're going to be fine. But to me, it's not about what Denver does. It's about what you do. You've got to go away from what the analytics tell you to do and what you've been doing a lot of. Get AJ and Saquon going. I agree. I come out throwing. Right? First down, I'm throwing. Even if it's 4 or 5 yards. Come back and run on second down. Just don't run Barkley the same spot. You know? Hopefully Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens can get going. Seriously. I swear I would consider sitting out Landon Dickerson this week. You're playing an AFC opponent at home. I think you can win the game anyways. And just let him rest till Thursday. They're going to go off of Denver. They're gonna blow them out. Blow out this week. They say Denver's run defense is sus. Maybe Barkley gets going that game. Yeah, I think he could. If they run him, if they don't run him inside zone run every single time. Eagles got to go get this win this week. I come out fast, just like the second half of the Rams game. Yeah, I'm really hoping to see, I want to see a 60-minute mother humper. You know what I mean? That would be really nice. We got 198 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. All those that are here right now, I really, really appreciate it. You guys rock. Jason says, and please don't run Saquon into the teeth of their defense. Exactly. If the Eagles can make a play for Micah Parsons, we damn sure can make a move. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know what to make of the whole Crosby thing, because I keep hearing, he's not on the block, Then I keep hearing things like Dallas is interested in him and talking about getting him. Well, if Dallas is talking about getting him, I'm going to jump in that, because Max Crosby would be awesome on the Eagles. Could you imagine that the team with PS2 and Coop would be disgusting and the league would be doomed? Yeah, but it would never happen. They couldn't afford it long term. If we actually get a pass rush, defense could dominate the league. I agree. It looks like Ringo's taking that starting spot, right? It looks like he's going to take it, and I think he'll be all right. The question is that edge rushers. Who's going to get home? We've got, 5 sacks all year. I mean, that's just not a lot. Denver's got 15. So we've got 5 all year. They've got 15 sacks. I mean, we got to get that going. Everyone at ESPN picking Denver to win, laughing my ass off, not happening. They just hate the Eagles. It's just so apparent that people hate the Eagles. Thomas Brown says, "Go Birds!" Absolutely. Philly still said that defensive tackle or undersized Saquon game. Yeah, it could be. I mean, to me, it's all about what are we going to get from Landon Dickerson? What are we going to get from Cam Jurgens? And are they going to actually run those guys or run Barkley, maybe outside a little bit, do some other things with them than just run in the same spot on first down? It's always the same run on first down, the same then the second down. And if it's third and long, 3rd and 11 or 12, they just hand it off. They don't even try to get it. No, Denver's not better than the Rams or the Bucs. I agree. The biggest issue is the O-line. Yeah, because I don't think they're healthy. Denver's linebackers are bad. If Saquon can make it past the line, he should break a big one. I got a feeling Barkley's going off. Rhino says, Denver's linebackers are... I just read that one. What up, Philly? Yeah, I feel better when we get this win behind us. Hell yeah. Yo, Casper, what's happening? Hey, Casper, do you have a wrench? Let me see. Casper's here all the time, man. We got to get him a wrench. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Eagles haven't even come close to their... No, they haven't even played one solid game yet. They've only played a good half, I know, just a fun idea, laugh out loud. I wouldn't be willing to give up JD or JC. No, me neither. If Ringo can finish tackles, he'll survive. Yeah, I agree with that. Letting up the couple of catches isn't the problem. It's the rack, right? And if you look at Dewey Jackson, I think he's even worse at that. You know what I'm saying? He's even worse at it. Let's see here. We got notification membership. What we got? No, get away, kitty. These cats are nuts today, by the way. I don't know what's going on with them. Come on, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Who is this? This is Jack. Say hi, Jack. Hi. He's a little guy. Justin celebrates 20 months of membership. Yo, what up, Philly? About to head to work, 40-minute drive. Thanks for the stream now. I got something to listen to. You got it, man. I got early today. So I'm probably going to be able to do around this time during a week from now on. Because I don't have to. I was having to take my daughter to school at 10. At 10. And so I was throwing everything off. G Dragon Day for Super Chat. He goes, Cowboys choke season and eggnog. Nectar of the gods. Oh, you ain't kidding, dude. I'm ready for it. I'm so ready. We need a full game from the offense. Agreed. Jack with the white shoes. Yes. What's up, dude? Huh? Say hi to everybody. Say hi. They're wild right now. They're like really wild. What up, 500? Hope you're good. I'm doing good, my man. How are you? I've seen a few teams take that run on 3rd and 10 approach. It's pretty disappointing. It is, but I mean, the Eagles seem like they've taken it to another level lately, though. You know, I think that I think they've got fixated with, hey, if you don't make mistakes and we play it smart, we'll win. But I think they're doing it they're overdoing it this year. And maybe that's it's exasperated because Barkley hasn't been running well. But to me, they've overdone it. K-Gun says it's the first year, a very long time, where our O-line is not top 10, and it's not because Becton left. Dickerson, Jurgens, even Johnson are all banged up. We need that bye like 500 needs donuts. Yeah. Well, I don't need donuts. I would like donuts, but I don't need them. They need a bye. Antos, you ever hear from Van Dam owners? Yeah, every couple months I get pictures of Van Dam and his brother. They're good, man. They're big. They're beautiful. I'm gonna have a hard time with a couple of these cats going. No, you're all good, man. Almost eggnog time, yeah. I still can't get an eggnog sponsorship to save my life. I have probably put more people in eggnog than anybody in the world. Casper says, well, this time last year, we were getting everything all together. Hopefully, the case here 2025. We about to fix everything, go Birds. Yeah, I mean, everything's so fixable to me, you know? It's fixable. It's fixable. Jason says, Mark acted like he was happy with a tie with the Packers. Don't know a tie, the worst thing they could get. Yeah, he was very happy with a tie. But the thing is like, so was Dak. Did you see Dak in the post interview? Like, he was all happy. Like, they look like they just won a playoff game. Way too happy for a tie. What do you think about Stafford throwing for 389 yards but couldn't get 1 yard when it mattered? Well, they were stupid in that game. You try to draw the Niners offside in overtime, right, on 4th and 1. You call timeout. Then you decide, well, we're going to go for it anyways. And then you line up and run the ball. As soon as you call that timeout, I think you got to kick the field goal because now you've tipped the defense off that you're not trying to draw them off sides. I think it's a little bit of advantage. And if you're going to go for it, you got to come out and put them in shotgun and spread them out. That's what I think. So I thought it was very stupid. But I can't blame Stafford. I blame the coach. Rams overrated. Hate to say it. Should have lost to the Colts. Long run was called back with 1 minute left, 4th quarter. McVay face is classic when he loses. Looks like he's ready to cry. He's a bum. You know. Let's go 4-0. As bad as our offense looks, it's efficient. A couple plays here or there where the O-line holds would make a difference. Oh, I agree. I totally agree with you. We got 302 people and only 81 likes. We got to have at least 100 likes right now. My God. Man, just bend me over. Rhino says the biggest question is, will the banged up O-line get healthier with time, or is it all downhill from here? I think they'll get healthier with time. I think Dickerson definitely will. He probably came back too soon. Jurgens, I don't know. He had surgery, so I would probably say if I had to worry about one of those guys more, I'd be more worried about Jurgens than Dickerson. But, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Cowgirls ties their Super Bowl. Yeah, they're going to lose this week. They're going to lose to the Jets. The Jets are 0-4. They're dying for a win for that coach for the first time. They're going to win. The biggest question is, will we be banged up going to... No, I think I read that one. If Dak was mad, Mark would be mad. Dak is happy, Mark is happy. Mark loves Dak. Mark don't care if they don't... They could never win a Super Bowl. Just keep Dak. Lauren Biggs says, what up, Philly 500 and Eagles Nation? The Clown Boys will tie for the rest of the season. That would be funny. See, that was a time for a tush push. Yeah, exactly. But they don't want to run it. Dallas fans consider a tie with the Packers their Super Bowl matchup. But no mention the Packs lost to the Browns. Yeah, Packers don't look all that good. Their secondary stinks. I think, like I said, Dallas loses to the Jets. Unfortunately, I won't be streaming that game, or maybe fortunately, because that's on the same time as the Eagles. So I'll be doing the Eagles game, then Washington Chargers game, which should be good. And we'll see how that goes. Stupid Eagle play call on LA coach last night. Absolutely. Philly, the 3-0 are what's killing us right now. Well, they're bad. Yeah. Your cat's going to look like my husky. Oh, yeah. I guess the eyes probably do, yeah. Huskies are beautiful dogs. NFL reality check. What's good, 500? I hope all is well. Everything is wonderful, my friend. How are you? We're doing a little Friday stream before I put out my preview prediction video later. We're chilling. I thought I'd put it. Yeah, there you go, right here. He's about to fall asleep on mine. You're okay. Go to sleep. Watch out for the refs this weekend. They have it for you. They always do. 500. The craziest thing is our best offensive line or our tackles, and we refuse to run behind them. Yeah, we've become over, like, they've become to the extreme of conservative. You know, can't run your running back 4 yards deep and still expect to get a long run. Agreed. What's up, Erich? What's going on? 500. Wish you was here in Philly this weekend. Go Phillies. Oh, I know. It would be great. Sean says defense needs to turn all the way up, and the offense needs to snap the back and play four quarter. I agree. These to me are the 4 weeks you got to get things fixed, because these are the games that you can win, but they got to start fixing it now. They can't. I can't imagine that they're going to be happy. I think A.J. Brown's going to have a big game. I think Saquon's going to have a big game. I do. I think this could be Saquon's breakout game. Giants lose to the winless Saints. I'm calling it now. Interesting. I'd rather have the Giants win. Beat them and feel good playing us on Thursday. Mike says, remember when the Birds were considered bad for not scoring in the first quarter? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Laugh out loud. Go. Why does Pepperidge Farm remembers? Rams are dumb. They fumbled twice, especially the 1 yard line. Missed a field goal. Missed a kick and had an extra point blocked when it looked like Sirianni showed in overtime because they ran the same damn play we do. Yeah, exactly. Well, Jordan Davis said that kicker's trajectory tends to be low. That's why they started getting their hands up. Now everybody's going to copy. Jets are going to play really hard and get their first win. I see up. I agree. I agree. I think I'm going to bet that big. Twitch says, Gizzy Gobbler worships Dak. According to Mark, Dak created the forward pass. I know. He's like, he's the best quarterback in the league right now. Oh, my God. It's like they totally forgot the Chicago game. If he was so great, what happened in the Chicago game? He stunk. The Cowboys are horrible. I don't think the Eagles have ever celebrated a tie, and we never will. 500, Mark Holmes said that everyone circles the Cowboys on their schedule because they're America's team. Yeah, he's living 30 years ago, man. People look at the Cowboys like they look at the Cleveland Browns. MBV says, sup, Philly, what's going on? The Packers overrated F Dallas. I mean, the only reason that Eagle fans talk about Dallas, it's only because their fans are so annoying. If their fans were quiet, we wouldn't even talk about them. Yeah, Packers are overrated. Smash that like. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. We only got 123 likes. That means YouTube's gonna pound my ass. Big Pun says 500. You think Washington has a chance against the Chargers? I think they have a chance, but I don't think they're gonna win. Chargers coming off an upset. I mean, they played horrible versus the Giants. They took that game lightly. I think the Chargers bounce back. I think Washington loses again. I think the Eagles are going to run away with this division really quick. Look. You've got Broncos, Giants, Minnesota Giants. So you've got 4 games. The Eagles should go in the bye week 8-0. I'll be disappointed if they lose one of these games. And, they're already, like 2 games up? Broncos this weekend, Giants next Thursday, then Vikings, then Giants. And then I say we rest Dickerson next week because it's on Thursday. Thing is I wouldn't rest guys on a division game. Like that's too important a tiebreaker. If you're gonna rest them tomorrow or rest them Sunday. Rest them against the Broncos. Because if you lose that game, it really does nothing tiebreaker-wise. 27-14. I'm going to put my score out today, later on, and a lot of people are going to get pissed. Not Eagle fans, but Bronco fans. Stop what you're doing. Hit that like button, please. Thank you so much. Would you trade McKee for Hendrickson or another defensive end? Well, I wouldn't trade him for Hendrickson. Cincinnati would have to give me more. I'm not giving you a quarterback. Plus, why would they want McKee? They wouldn't do it. No, I think you keep McKee this year. You go into next off season, then you try to unload him somewhere like New Orleans. I didn't say pause. No diddy. But what am I pausing about? On all three levels of our defense, we have Pro Bowl level talent. Just need edge rush. I agree. Everything is fixable on this team except for that edge rusher spot, I think. I don't know how they're going to get that going. Carl Granderson might be available. Saints 0-4. Whatever they could get, I would do. What about trading Dean? I think there's potential there. I mean, teams are going to want to see Dean come back and look good. You're probably not going to get a bunch of value on him. But yeah, I would consider it. I would consider it. Because I don't think he's getting that position back. I think Jahad Campbell's the dude. And that's just the way it's going to be. Yeah, well, they are pounding my ass behind. I'm talking literally, dude. It hurts. Ow. You know, they're killing me lately. They're killing me, dude. I'm not even joking. I don't know what I did to them again for the 9,000th time. Yesterday, I finished that live stream, and it was demonetized. So I had to do a review. They reviewed it. They said it was okay to be monetized this morning. So I don't know why. I don't know what they're so concerned. What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? I didn't even curse. Joey says, "What up, Philly? Everyone is always saying how good Lamar was and is. Why? Because he can run and run like a chicken with his head cut off. I said he'll never win a Super Bowl. He's not Hurts. He's not Hurts. That's true. He's got to show he can win the big game. But I mean, in terms of regular season, he's put some good years together. Yeah, Pepperidge Farm. I know what Pepperidge Farm is, but I didn't know what the connection was to the Eagles not scoring in the first quarter. So Eagles broke the Rams kicker. It looks like it. Yeah. Philly, did you see a big impact trade at the deadline for the defense, or do you believe we are good enough to win another Super Bowl? I think we could win another Super Bowl right now if we played to our ability. But I do think that you do need help at edge rusher. So I think that's where, if you're going to get a trade, I think that's what it's going to be. I don't know what player. I don't know how big. But, yeah, if I could do that, I would do it. Laughing my ass off. I thought Mark was the one that got a colonoscopy. Sounds like YouTube is they're giving it to me big time, bro. Eagles girl says, Eagles for the win. Oh, big time. Campbell's run stopping needs to improve. It will. I mean, look, you got to remember, he's a rookie. Rookies are going to make mistakes. Rookies aren't going to be perfect. You just got to let him play. But damn, he's everywhere. Grab Walker. Well, you got the Jags are what, 3-1, and he's hurt. Jags aren't going to trade him. Not at 3-1. Rich, if you rewatch the second half of the Bucs game, it was more just the play calling. The O-line was not run blocking. Barkley missed 2 blocks in the backfield, and Jurgens had a bad snap. They said that Barkley last year didn't get hit on average. He would get 3 yards before first contact. This year, it's like 1 yard. So he's getting hit immediately. And a lot of it is because they run in the same spot all the time. They literally run like the same 2 plays. Hell yeah, we're eating the Broncos. You know this. I know this. Everybody, like Nick knows it. Thank you, Nick, for the super chat, by the way. Because what would it take to get Crosby? Look, I don't know if they're going to trade him. I know there are rumors that they're shopping him. I would imagine a first-round pick. They said he's 28. First and a third, maybe? Something like that. I would do it if I were the Eagles. If you're willing to give that much for Parsons, give a first-round pick. He wouldn't cost as much as Parsons. But I would do it. I don't know if the Raiders would, but I mean, he would be perfect. He would be perfect. And I think he would make an impact. YouTube has it out for 500. They keep it up. I'm going to call Tanya Harding to bust some damn knees. Right? I thought about doing that myself. Howie, if you get Max Crosby, I will eat all my vegetables, take my vitamins, and put away my toys. We got Hulk Hogan here. There you go. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Jeez. Man. Always buy the dip, man. 500, do you agree? Rams, Seahawks, Green Bay, and Bucks are pretenders. The contenders are the Eagles, Lions, Commanders, and a healthy 49ers team if somehow make it Lions-based threat. I have it a little different. I still think the Rams are contenders. I think Green Bay is probably a contender, although their defense stinks. Bucks, I think, are pretenders. I think the Commanders are pretenders. And I think the Lions are the toughest team that we've got to play. I think they're the biggest threat. He's better than Parsons, to be honest. I don't know if the rest of the league views that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if the rest of the league will do it. He's a little older, too. So I don't think he would cost as much. He would be perfect for us. He would be perfect. Honest question, what's the last time we see Ledger fall off like Stroud? I mean, we've seen it a few times, but yeah. Jeez, he has fallen. Rams proved they're pretenders last night. Don't forget though. I don't like talking. I don't like sticking up for the Rams. I don't. But remember, division games are tough. You never know. Yo, 500. You see, Dougie P is joining Dan Silly's show next Tuesday at 3 or 3:30. Yeah, I heard. Dan. That's what Dan said. Yeah, that's cool. Bills, Eagles, Super Bowl. Eagles win. I love it. Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'll be tuning in. We got 450 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. We only got 160 likes. Let's get at least 200, mother humpers. Yeah, division games are short weeks, but I mean the Rams blew that, dude. They blew that game. Sorry, I don't trust the Rams. They choked against us in the playoffs, letting JC get back there 2 times in a row. Choked against us, then choked last night against the 49ers. Finding ways to lose. See, I don't believe the Niners are that good. I mean, maybe they are, but I don't believe they're that good right now. I really don't. So we'll see how it plays out. I think Detroit's the toughest team. I expect Green Bay to start playing better as the season goes. And, I mean, we'll find out. King George, my man. You cashed that ticket in last night. 500 is the best at this. Go Eagles. Thank you, big love. I thought Crosby said he wants to be Raider. I'm sure he did. Everybody says they want to be where they are, right? And then they don't do it. But remember this, all I know is this with Crosby. Is there rumors out there that he could be on the block? I don't know how serious they are. But if we take it seriously, I think he's the kind of guy you got to be willing to go and get. Thomas, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate that so much. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. Philly, not saying I agree with it, but I think the higher ups are playing Moneyball. The analytics say turnovers lose games and big plays aren't worth the risk. Games will be ugly, but they don't see anything needing a fix. Is it Thomas? Yeah. I agree with you. I think that's exactly what they're doing. And they probably did it more than we realized last year, but it didn't stand out as much because Barkley would have those big, huge plays where he would break it late in the fourth quarter, so it looked explosive. But I think you're right. And I think they're doing it to too much of an extreme. Like the defenses, the first 4 weeks, they see how defenses are kind of playing them. Now they've got to kind of adjust to it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't still play it safe at times, but I think in order to keep defenses honest, they've got to play somewhat aggressive. But thank you for that super chat, man. And I think you're right. What up, 500? You see Mark made a worrying about Dak's stats. No. That's all he's got. Detroit's going to be a problem for sure. Well, that Week 11 game, right? You've got Broncos, Giants, Minnesota, Giants, a bye week. Then you have to go to Green Bay and play. That's a tough game. Then you come home and you play Detroit. That Detroit game, you win that Detroit game. I don't care what you do in the Green Bay game, but you win that Detroit game, you're going to have home field throughout the playoffs. Assuming you take care of the games that you should be winning. If you were Max Crosby, you have to be wanting to leave the Raiders. Well, Raiders are not true contenders. Not for a couple years. Just need to work the play action game and make sure Smith and AJ are involved. I agree. Play action would be nice. The Eagles, 97% of the time when Jalen Hurts is under center, they hand it off. All right. They also, I don't know what it is now, but before the Tampa game, it was like somewhere around 90% that the Eagles run on first down. I think you got to throw on first down, and I think you got to run play action at times too, and then I think you come back and spread them out and run on second down, and I think it'll go right. Free did it right 500. What the hell do I know? I don't know anything about his case, dude. I really don't. Spurger says, and thank you for the super chat. He goes, Lions were the only other NFC team to vote no banning on the tush push. I.e., the Lions are the only other NFC teams that aren't soft Karens. Yeah, I agree. And I like their coach. If I was a player in this league, he would be one of the top guys I want to play for. I respect the Lions on that front. Now, I do think the Eagles are better than the Lions because I think the Eagles' defense is better than the Lions' defense. And I also think if you can get to get Jared Goff early, you rattle him, he's going to turn the ball over. Chris Dog David Super Chat. He goes, why wearing a sweater in Cali? Colder there. It's a short sleeve. It's short sleeve. So it's really actually kind of thin. It's got a hood, but it's kind of thin. It's not hot outside, but it's not cold outside today. I was going to wear my Clyde Simmons jersey, but I put this on instead. Joey goes, hey, Philly. Lamar, Dak, and Stroud are overhyped. Stroud had a good rookie year, and after that year, thought he was it and said Hurts is not a good quarterback. That's laughable. Stroud sucks now. Isn't it interesting, though, that these guys can suck and choke, and all the time we hear how great they are anyways? Like, when did the league ever say not winning isn't important? I said this last night in my stream. If you gave me one quarterback in the league, down 4 with 2 minutes left to go, I'm taking Hurts over everybody right now. I trust Hurts to go down and win games. I do. Even over Mahomes. Now, I would put Mahomes as the top quarterback in the league. I still believe that. And Josh Allen 2, and then Hurts 3. But in terms of clutch, Jalen Hurts is number 1. Here's what's going to happen. I'm telling you, 3-4 years from now, when Hurts is like 30, 32, around Dak's age, whatever, all of a sudden he's going to start getting respect. He's going to have about 3-4 rings. He's going to be, the Eagles are going to be the golden era of Eagles football. And he'll get credit then. But right now, it's ridiculous. And Tom Brady, it was like that for Tom Brady, too, early in his career. 100 AC, let's get to 200. Yeah, we got 191, 455 people. I can't be that bad of a person, can I? Hit me with the like. I do. I take them likes, like, personally, man. I take it personal. Patullo will be the reason we lose between 100. I'm not even sure Patullo's the problem. You look fantastic. Go Birds, go Eagles. Thank you. You are telling the truth. Thank you. Number 1. I'm taking one drive to win a game. I'm taking Hurts over anybody. Taco Star says 500 must be Richmond. He never at work left out 500. You were one of those FMLA. Man, where have you been, dude? I've been up since 5 in the morning. I've already gone in. Come back. Take the kids. Come back. Did a video. Go back. That's all I do is go back and forth. What are you talking about, dude? I wish. If otherwise, I'd be here streaming all day. I'd be having cigars. I'd have my shirt off. I'd have ham and cheese all over it. I'd be home all day. I'd be 900 pounds. Hell yeah. Said I'm only 500 pounds, and I still can move. Chris Dog, thank you for super chat. He goes, what's your thought on AJ tweeting Seth Joyner or an X, good or bad? Horrible. It's horrible. And I'm not going to get involved in it. I've decided I'm not even going to get involved in it. I love Seth Joyner. He's my favorite linebacker of all time, and I like AJ Brown. So I'm just staying the hell out of it. You know what I mean? Hurts put up 250 yards in less than 2 quarters versus the Rams, and they think he can't throw. That's what I don't understand either. It's like, let the guy throw, you know? Wasn't it fake? I have no idea. I have no idea. If it's fake, who faked it? I mean, I saw the tweet that was deleted. I don't know. I have no idea. Who faked it? The radio? I mean, the radio station is the one going nuts. Did you see all the clips of like Hugh Douglas talking about it? Seth Joyner came on and talked about it. WIP was talking about it. Like, why make a big deal of it? I'm done with the glaze over guys who haven't even won a championship game. Not even talking Super Bowls, but NFC or AFC championships. Win something that matters. At least get a championship banner. Agreed. Or at least get there, you know. At least, you know, if you get to a Super Bowl, then I can say, well, you at least won a championship game. At least you went on a run. I can respect that. But when these guys like Dak Prescott, you know what I mean, can't get through the second round of the playoffs, and it's been 10 years, and then you want to say he has one good game against Green Bay and then try to tell me how great he is when he just stunk it up versus Chicago, I'm not buying it. Mayday, Mayday, what's going on? What's up, 500? YouTube didn't notify me that you were on. Of course they didn't. They're in a mood right now. Thank you, 500. Go Eagles. Go Eagles right. Tourdeville says, Mike Flo trying to stir the pot, saying Brown and Hurts have problems with each other, and that is why Brown isn't producing. Look, I don't know. I mean, if you have a friend that's your best friend, right, and then let's say you're not as close, things go sour, like, you should be able still to work it out, right? I don't know. What's he, you know, I just don't know. They said the fake tweet left out. Who said it was a fake tweet? Huff stole it. He's got 3 sacks this year. Dallas fans are doing just like more. Oh, yeah. It's YouTube time of the month. It is. That is true. YouTube is doing me like dirty. Donnie says, what up, King Dingbat? It's football weekend. I can't wait. I love football weekends. Stinky Fish, what's going on? I can't believe we're at week 5 already. Like, it feels like the training camp just started. I almost feel like we're still in that early, like, preseason type feeling out process, you know? Yeah, these next 4 weeks, to me, next 4, not 4. 4, not 4. Yeah, these next 4 weeks, I agree with you. I agree. Gotta get it going. If anything, take a shot, get Max Crosby. Oh, I would love it. He has Philly energy. Yep, dead cap, 10 mil. Well, who's going to have to pay the dead cap? Raiders? Max Crosby's perfect. King Dad, it's about time. Go Birds. Agreed. Logan, what's going on, my man? How are you? The real Philly 600 in the building. Oh, why am I... These are all old. I don't know why it resets like that. AJ Brown did not write that comment to Seth Joyner. It don't look right. Yeah. I mean, you guys talking today is the first I've heard anything about it being fake. But it wouldn't surprise me. There are people who are trying to screw up the Eagles at all costs. I think it's because how the offensive line is why the offense is not doing good. It's a part of it. That's a part of it, and I also think predictability is a part of it too. I heard Jahad Campbell is a front runner for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, I think he is. He's gonna win it. Peter Riley, what's going on? Yo, Phil, you think we were gonna make a big move? I do. I mean, I think they want to. So I think if the right guy comes around, they will. I don't think it's gonna be like a corner. I mean, I guess maybe if your offensive line's banged up, maybe you could do something there. But I think the most likely scenario is a pass rusher. Trade 3 firsts and Nolan Smith for that's too much. I would give a first and a third. That's it. I stopped there. Like a first and third. Did you hear BG might want to come back? No, I didn't. But he could bring him back. That don't sound like a. Who faked it? Do they say who they think faked it? That's weird. I haven't heard that. I know he deleted it. I know Seth Joyner responded. But I just thought to myself, man, Seth Joyner, he would be such a great defensive coach, but I don't think he could deal with players today. I don't think I don't think he would take the bullshit. I just don't. I don't think he will. Speaking of bullshit, let me show you guys this really quick. ProphetX is the ultimate sports prediction market. Dive into peer-to-peer plays, create your own odds, and face off with fellow fans for bigger thrills and better payouts through exciting sweepstakes. Legal in 40 states. It's the smartest way to play. Get started now with promo code Philly500 and score up to $200 in ProphetX cash. That's $200 in ProphetX cash. Just use promo code Philly500. Let me know how it goes. You must be of legal age. Void where prohibited. Let me show you guys really quick what my plan is for Sunday. Here is my play. I requested somebody to take on, and you can do this. You can request points if you want a certain specific thing, and people can choose to take it or not. So I requested the Eagles 5.5 points. I think they're 4-point favorites, but I said take 5.5 because I think this is a blowout, and that was as far as I could go. I'm taking the Eagles minus 5.5. I expect them to win by double digits this week. And if you like that, go to ProphetX, get $200 of ProphetX cash. Just use promo code Philly500. I doubt BG comes back. I doubt it. I'm not putting any stock in it. AJ wants it on his back. Pause. Yeah, well, we got to get it going. That's for sure. You got to get it going. I'd come out first down throw. I'd come back, I'd spread them out, and I'd run on second. That's what I would do. You would trade a first in 2026, Nolan Smith, and a second in 2027 for Crosby. See, I think you got to keep Nolan because you needed a pass rusher. Even if Nolan was healthy, you still need a pass rusher. Trade Hurts for Sauce and call it a day. Okay? You mean Hunt? Jets get a quarterback and we get another stud next to Mitchell. I don't want Hurts gone, but if we are running RPOs, we're doing him a disservice to match his skill set. Who are you going to have a quarterback? I think instantly you're not winning shit. You're instantly not winning shit because for all the deficiencies people want to complain about Hurts in the passing game, you're not 4-0 without Hurts right now. And Hurts a winner. I'll never, ever, ever trade a quarterback that wins. I will never trade that. No way I would do that. Dak Prescott is perfect in Sill's eyes. We need to wipe his... Yeah, but they ignore the Chicago game. Hurts a win. I'm not trading a quarterback that wins. Crosby is viewed to the Raiders how Dawkins is viewed to the Eagles. Well, what happened to Dawkins? He went to Denver. So it happens. It happens. I don't know what's going to happen with Crosby. But there are rumors out there. I'm not saying those rumors are legit. I have no idea. But if Dallas can talk about getting him, then why can't the Eagles? That would be my question. Is Dallas even that good? No. He's good. He's good, but you don't trade a quarterback that wins. Number 11 is going to eat. Number 11, yeah, he's going to eat. What the F? What? We are undefeated the last 2 seasons when Hurts starts. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's crazy. I get that trade Hurts now. He's trolling. Hell no, Hurts ain't going nowhere. No. And why would you send him to the Jets? His career changes. Denver's D is good. They got good. Philly dismisses. I question the society of the so-called Eagle fans when they say trade hurts. If they were true Eagle fans, they would know that he has no trade clause in his contract, so he's not going. No, he ain't going there anywhere. Acknowledge him. Who? Hey Philly. Hey, my wife and I are going to the show in Atlantic City, Caesar's Palace. But then the next day, our hotel are having Eagles tailgate party on the beach with big screen. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I used to go down. I don't know if it was back in the day, Tropicana or whatever. Whenever they had big fights in Vegas, they used to have these events where you could go down there and watch it in like the convention hall or whatever that they have over there in Atlantic City. I used to do that all the time. That was fun. Of course, yeah, Hurts is definitely the franchise. No question about it. So if you haven't hit that like, let's get to 300 likes before we get out of here today. So why don't you take your controversial work to another platform? I've noticed several podcasts simultaneously broadcast, but when you want to express yourself on the other, like where should I go? Where should I go? I mean, I'm not opposed. It's probably something that I should do. Hurts is being limited with our organization. I want him to be great, Philly. He's already great. Look, at some point they're gonna loosen the handcuffs on him, and he's gonna light it up. What we're seeing now, it won't last. It will not last. I truly believe that. Don't do it 500 to set up. What's the setup? Controversial work on Rumble. I mean, I'm on Rumble, but sports isn't that big on Rumble though. But I mean, it's something I could try, but sports isn't really that big on Rumble. You should make this. Well, I one day, if I could get my stuff going, I would. If you trade Hurts, you're dumb. Yeah, you're not trading Hurts. You should dual stream on YouTube and Twitch. I'll look into it. Who do you think was the greatest Sixer ever, Allen Iverson or Barkley? The greatest Sixer ever wouldn't be either of them. I don't think it would be either. I think it would be Wilt, but I never saw Wilt play. But then I would go Iverson over Barkley. Oh, well, conspiracy stuff on Rumble definitely could work. Dr. J's my all-time favorite. But I mean, I didn't see Wilt play, but wouldn't Wilt be considered the best Sixer of all time? I would think. Dr. J was my favorite. There's no question about it. Can you stream both plays at the same time, YouTube and Rumble, in case YouTube hits you with something stupid down the line? I think I can, yeah. I'll look into it. See if I can connect it. Go Eagles, love you all. Frozen Port. Thank you, my man. Delco Green says 500 with one of the toughest schedules in the NFL. I put the Broncos on the list as one of the teams to threat the Eagles. I mean, look, they got a good defense on paper. They got weapons on offense, so they're a good team. Here's what I think the big difference is going to be. I really think Vic Fangio versus Bo Nix. Like, I think he's a young quarterback. I think they'll get him to make a couple mistakes. And I think that'll be the difference in this game. You know? Hurts is handcuffed, but tell Jeffrey and Howie to let him ball. I agree. Iverson, Dr. J, in my opinion. Wouldn't it be cool if fans would call one game out of the season Go Birds? It'd be interesting. Yeah, free Hurts is right. There's no question about it. Free them. 452 people, only 252 likes. Hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. Best basketball player of all time has to be Bill Russell, and a true gentleman too, like you, Philly. Yeah, well, he was a hell of a player. He's one of those guys too. I didn't get to see. Go to Kick or Twitch. I mean, I could. I feel like people forget about Moses Malone, though. He was great. Moses Malone was great. I mean, he was what put them over the top. Wales flourish in short yard situations. If we are backed up at our 20, we can't move the ball. It's crazy. They've got the ability to do it. They got to choose to. We should be more up tempo so Hurts can make his own call. I agree with that. I agree. You can multi-stream and it will only improve your revenue since YouTube keeps screwing you. Is so to stream multiple sites. Yeah, I don't know how the monetization works on that. I'll look into it. This is controversial, Philly, but our secondary is better than our defensive line now, and it's keeping us in these games. With our second year and rookies the second, we aren't winning these games. Well, I think there's something to it. I think the defensive tackles are really good. Like, if you said to me, who's your defensive MVP, it would be Jordan Davis. Like, I think those guys have been pretty good. I think the edge rushers have been weak. And I think Quinyon and Cooper DeJean have been absolutely fantastic. I also think the linebacker play is really good. 500, which Eagle arm strength would you like, Vic or McNabb? I would take Vic over McNabb. I would take Cunningham maybe over both. But Vic, I watched Vic live from 7 rows back. Literally, with the flick of a wrist, throw a ball 75 yards. That dude could throw, man. I think he had a cannon. All Philly fans should hold up signs saying free Jalen Hurts. Maybe that would be interesting. That would really be interesting. They purposely snapped the ball only a few seconds left. That's why they were able to have such high time of possession. It's all strategy. Yeah, everything they do is strategy. And it's all about not making mistakes and not turning the ball over, and we'll win. That's what they do. But I think at some point teams are adjusting to what you're doing, and it's stifling your offense. You've got to loosen the reins some. National media talk about Eagles empire falling. Is it over? No. Guantanamo Bay 27. Yeah, he's been great too. Randall had a big arm too. Randall's arm was like a rubber band, like a slingshot, man. Long wind up, boom. It's the only one that I know how to use. What are you on Rumble? Philly 500 on Rumble. I'd start Twitch, to be honest. It's like 3 average viewers over 30 days to hit affiliate. And you can match 75 plus viewers. Yeah, I'll look into it. If I can look into it and I can do it multi and it won't affect my YouTube numbers, I'll do it. You know? I have a lot of problems with YouTube. I've talked to YouTube about it, but they never really offer solutions or explain anything so I can understand it. Water balloon launcher, right? Right. So we got 435 people, 263 likes. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Small audience today, which is perfectly okay. Let's get that trade. Free Hurts. I like it. Get it trending is right. Linebackers are included in the secondary. Our defensive line is great, but something is up with Jalen Carter. Jordan Davis is holding it down this year, and we don't have production from our defense. Excuse me. Our defensive ends. If we get good defensive end defense, NFL needs to watch out. Yeah, well, I think Jalen Carter's got that shoulder injury. Because Fangio said that it flares up during the game, he has to come out and then wait till it calms down, then they stick him back in. You can't even do stuff on Twitch. You could stream in a pool, a thong bikini. You can, yeah. Well, can you imagine me doing that? Have a great day, everyone. God bless you all. See you. All right, big love. Jalen Carter has double and tripled the most this year. It's other people not stepping up. It's those edge rushers. They're not getting home, you know? That's the problem. Lauren Biggs says, Randall's my favorite quarterback. Now Hurts. I actually met Randall in person. Great guy. Yeah, Randall's great. Randall's still my all-time. He's my all-time favorite quarterback out of everybody. So, but Hurts is quickly going up the boards for different reasons. It just expands your horizon. I've always noticed Twitch is better for streams. YouTube is better for videos. If you end up needing any help, I'd be willing to help. You already know me on X anyway. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll look into it. I seriously have never even looked into it. Speedy Eagle says the best thing that I liked about Cunningham when I watched the games is the fact that he can run around and throw a cannon arm and it still be connected. If only he had a good coach and offensive coordinator. I agree. And his quarterback coach didn't die. What the heck is this? I'll deal with that later. Hey Phil, YouTube deleting comments on my other account. Really? Like on my channel or just in general? You didn't even say anything. What did you even say? What advice would you give somebody who wants to start Eagles Pod? Have fun with it. Know what you're going to talk about. Have fun. Be consistent. Be yourself. Be honest. And be very, very, very patient. Because it takes a while to, at least for me, it took forever to grow. We got to draft Quinyon Sadiq or Max Clay next draft. We'll get there. Phil, what do you take for Jalen to get first place over Cunningham? I just think he just needs to just continue his career out. I think when by the time it plays out, he'll probably be number one. Win a couple more championships for sure. I like those guys, both those guys, for different reasons though. Cunningham, excitement, never had seen anything like that. It was unbelievable. Hurts for being a winner. My brother-in-law team is the Broncos. I can't wait. Oh, you're going to be talking a lot of crap this week, What up, Abe? How are you, my man? How are you? Jaws was a tough guy, yeah. Consistency is huge. Podcast of patience. Agreed. Yeah, and don't be a dingbat. Q is becoming my favorite Eagle shutdown coverage and a lot of attitude on the field. Kid is going to make some bank. Oh, he's awesome. I have Jordan Davis as my MVP. He would be my number 2. Yeah, YouTube is tripping. Yeah, ultimate weapon quarterback. Saw an article this morning. Sirianni and Patullo aren't on the same page. Philly thoughts. I haven't read the article. Where's the article? I want to read it. Thank you, CZ. Oh, look, it's Daz. What's up, Daz? Cunningham nowadays would win MVP every year. You ain't kidding. Phillies Dodgers National League Division 2. Yeah, I know. I can't wait. You never liked Jaws? Yeah, Jaws. He's alright. Why is it so hard to hit the like button, Philly? Put so much time and energy. At least you do it. Yeah, tell him, Rocco. I said, what up, 500 in my first comment, then asked if you think the Eagles play like they did in the first half. I didn't even see the comment, Vashon. I don't know why it got deleted. I didn't delete it. I would never delete it. I do think they're going to play like the first half Bucs game. I do think they're going off on the Broncos. I did. Yeah. But I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with that. I definitely do not know. Mean Metal says it was on. Okay, I'll check it out. Philly, I got a game 30-17. I like it. Yeah, I like that. YouTube censors everything, Vashon. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now. Your comments stay deleted? On my channel? Or just in general? Drinking chocolate and eating Subway for lunch. Great day. Go Birds. Very cool, Connor. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with all that. I really don't. On every channel. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough lately. Ever since they started doing the hit me on the live streams, everything seems like it's rough. I just basically got to get, just keep going until it stops. Then again, they always delete articles. Yeah, I have to see it. Daz, be safe. They tried to shut me down to lead my channel. Jeez. Eagles 31 Oh man, that's another hard that's a we got to deal with that. That's a crazy score. I hope it's not that bad. I really do. It was your energy, passion, enthusiasm that drew me to your channel. Great entertainment. Thank you, Delco Green. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till we get to the playoffs. Tortyville says Jaws has strong arm but was inconsistent. Montgomery really helped Jaws and carried the offense. When the Raiders shut Montgomery down in Super Bowl, Jaws had no chance. Yeah, I was a little young for that game. I don't remember that game. But yeah, that sucks. They shouldn't have lost to the Raiders. Let's face it. Eagles 40, Broncos 27. What's crazy is the Eagles lose to Tampa, and if they would have beat Tampa, and they lost, Tampa closed the vet out, and they would have, if they beat Tampa, they would have played the Raiders. The Eagles are very good at revenging losses in a Super Bowl, so they probably beat the Raiders, and we would have 3 Super Bowls. My think Phillies, Jihad Makuba are having great rookie years and will be consistent year 2, like Q and DeJean this year. Our D will be amazing for years to come. What's up with Ty Rob, though? Haven't seen Ty Rob at all. Haven't seen him at all. And I just guess he's not ready yet. And I agree with Jihad and Makuba. I think they'll be good. Question is to me, is what's up with Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt? Like, when do those guys start to play? Kurt Jesus, yeah, I do now. Not always, but do now. Looked like Jason Kelsey with that hair. Who? Me? All 3 of our former Eagles looked great. Gainwell wins to Rodgers all balled out in the Vikings-Steelers game. Yeah. Except for when Gainwell needed that 1 yard to basically win it and he couldn't get it. Yeah, Robinson's not ready. Yeah, I had high hopes from him too. John says, yo, what up, Philly? My wife always asks, where the hell does he get his hat from? She's feeling your hat game, bro. I get it. A lot of times it's just on the Eagles website. If you do it early in the week, like let's say Sunday through Tuesday, a lot of times they put hats that sell out right away. So you got to get them early. Kevin Byard got his 2 interceptions last week and had a complete bust for us. He stunk for us. So are you done with? I am. As far as a safety goes, yeah. In terms of special teams, he's good. But in terms of what you call it, I'm done with him, dude. I'm done with him. When Jacoby comes back, do you think Vic will go 4-3 and Bond Campbell? I don't. I think he's going to be on the bench and he's going to rotate him in. I still have my draft 5 hat. Hey, listen. That wasn't a bad pick. I mean, look at Bijan Robinson. It's not like he's bad. And plus, the other thing is the strategy that I was talking about is exactly what the Eagles did last year with Barkley. And look what happened. So I was on to something there. Robinson's too raw. He have to develop. Agreed. You good, Phil? I know it's not you. Yeah, man. I'm sorry about that. Patullo isn't adjusting to the offense, to the health of the line. Calling plays as if his line's 100% when it isn't. Oh, I agree. Even if it's 100% healthy, you got to mix it up. I was at the vet when Randall did a flip in the end zone. Was it against the Giants? It was against the Giants, yeah. Yep, against the Giants. I think he did one where he leaped over a guy. It wasn't a flip against Green Bay on a sideline, but the flip is the Giants. Twist says, I want to see a complete game. I don't care what the score is. Tired of this offense looking clunky. We have a championship defense playing pennies. Get your shit. Yeah, I agree. What makes this channel so good is Philly's authenticity. Thank you. Feels like watching a game with a buddy with your own inside jokes. I chuckle every time he says, I missed it by Mark Holmes. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I remember when I was one of about 5,000 subs. Channel was one of a kind. Keep it kicking ass. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Glad we got Carter. Never thought we were going to be able to get the bread man. I agree. I never thought so either. I never thought he would get past Seattle. Barry says, "Yo, Philly, you watching game one of the divisional championship tomorrow or series?" Yeah. Said, "Yeah, oh yeah, I'm watching. I haven't decided if I'm going to stream. I'm trying to decide if I want to try this again, or what. We need to put belt to the Broncos on game day. Hopefully, Sirianni and KP get their heads out their ass." I agree. Why does everyone acknowledge the Packers and the world titles they have, but when the Eagles say they have 5 world titles, they don't acknowledge it? The Eagles was a team to end the. Yeah, I don't know. To me, if Dallas Cowboys could talk about, Super Bowls 50 years ago, 30 years ago, then I don't see why the Eagles can't talk about their championships. It doesn't make any sense. So I totally agree with you. We got 423 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. I would love to hit 300 likes before this thing's over. See, WK 500, is the ring still on the page? Yeah, it should be. We should go trench heavy in the next draft. Need a guard, tackle, and complete edges. Yeah, you need offensive depth on the line. I also think you need a pass. Like, to me, your number one issue is a pass rusher. You have to get another edge rusher. But Jean Ronstadt is pretty dynamic like Barkley, and he will be good as long as he stays healthy. I agree. I'm still salty about losing 2009-22 World Series runs by the Phillies. Yeah, I hear you. It's very frustrating that it looks like we have a high school playbook at times. Feels like we're the only team in the league that has that problem. I hope we turn around ASAP. It's got to start these next 4 weeks. These next 4 weeks is where it's got to happen. And I think it will. I think we'll start seeing it start in week 5. I think they got caught being too conservative. I think they're a little banged up on the line. And I also think they were waiting to see how defenses were going to play them for the first month. And I think they'll start to adjust now. I don't know exactly why they put Dallas in the NFC East, but I do know that when they did put them in the NFC East, they've become such a rivalry now, you can't take them out. There's too big of rivalries with those 4 teams in the NFC East. You can never take them out. 500, that AJ tweet was always fake tweet, right? I don't know. I heard that theory today, earlier in the stream, Abe. I have no idea. I hope so, but I have no idea. Seth Joyner's my favorite linebacker of the Eagles ever, and I love AJ Brown, so I'm out of it. I hope it's fake though. But if it is fake, who did it? That's what I want to know. Lauren Biggs says, "Peace out, guys. I gotta get back to work. Go Birds." All right, you have a great day. Would you rather win and keep the playbook secret or win by a lot showing everything all the time? As long as I win, it's all I care about. You're right, Philly. Edge rushers can't contain or get home. They can't. You say it's fake? Well, I would love to know who faked it. Like, who faked it and why? But, yeah, it might be, I don't understand. Like, I heard what Seth Joyner said. I didn't think what he said originally, that tweet was commented, I didn't think it was all that bad. So, I don't know. Barkley's fine. He's getting hit immediately because our interior run blocking has been bad. Our machines are low in the box. They know where he's running. They know where he's going, and we're not doing a good job. The tweet was fake. Well, whoever did that, why would they do that? 500, our problem is we need offensive coordinator that wants to stay and not leave and get a head coaching job. Yeah, that's going to be hard to do. It's not Barkley's our best. Yeah, Barkley to me looks just as explosive as last year. You're just not getting home. Like I said earlier, there's a statistic came out where they said last year Barkley didn't get hit with contact, usually around 3 yards. So he would go 3 yards before contact. This year it's like 1, if not under. It's bad. So that didn't even say anything. Troll was tweaking. Something's not right. Something does not sound right with that whole thing. So I got a Lito Shepherd jersey off eBay. He's very cool. Yeah, I remember Lito. Lido. Remember they play that song all the time? Would you trade Goddard for Bowers since there was yeah, in a second. But they would never do that. Exactly, Philly 500. What Seth said wasn't anything to point where AJ would have to react a way to respond, Seth. Honestly, it makes no sense for him to do that. It has to be fake. Ooh, fake WIP. Oh, you're saying WIP faked it. That's interesting. They were flipping out about it more. It seemed like they were the only ones really flipping out about it yesterday. Huh. That's interesting. I like that. You're right, because what Seth said was not. It was nothing that needed AJ to respond to. Big Dog Raiders won't do it, and hell no, they won't. You think Campbell will move back to edge once? No, Campbell's never moving back to edge. He might. I mean, maybe at times, but you know, exactly. I don't see. Seth Joyner's my favorite linebacker of all time. I love AJ Brown. I don't want to. I didn't even want to deal with it. But if it's fake, yeah, WIP would they do that? That's dirty if they did, dude. I didn't. That's interesting. I buy it. Yeah, I see it. I see it now because they're the only ones that were really complaining. Like they had a bunch of clips up. They're the only ones talking about it. Screw WP. I'm sick of always trying to start drama, right? They are hitting Barkley behind the O-line. It's not blocking well. They're not blocking him well at all. Baun is mine now. I like Baun. What happened to Seth Joyner? Well, Seth Joyner made a comment about the AJ situation. Then there was a tweet that was supposedly supposed to be AJ Brown that was then deleted, like responding to what Seth Joyner said, which really wasn't that bad. But now people are saying it was actually fake and it was actually WIP. I don't know it for a fact, but that's interesting. Where did you, Abe? Where did you come up with? Like, where did you figure that out? Like, that's interesting. Bros even tweeted that. Really interesting. That's bullshit. If you fake that you should never do something like that, dude. I would never fake something like that. Who are some of the bad teams with good tight ends that you would trade? Off the top of my head, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't trade Goddard at all right now. You know, I wouldn't trade him at all. You can't afford to trade him. Make a trade Steelers for tight end Washington, add another Philly dog. Even if I went and got another tight end, like if I got another tight end, I'm not going to sit there and trade Goddard. You know, I'm just not. I think Goddard's the one tight end that you have that can block and throw. You know, too many times when they take Goddard out or you have these other tight ends, they tip off whether you're throwing or running. Calcaterra cannot block for shit. He just can't. Never thought the day I see our linebackers being stacked. Me too. I mean, not since Seth Joyner, Jesse Small, Byron Evans, and William T. It hasn't been, yeah. HBO drama. I got an HBO series for them. Facts. Eagles will definitely address the tight end position. They're going to have to, yeah. Even Mike Missinelli joked about AJ Brown drama on the Hip podcast online yesterday. Yeah, I mean, you could talk about the situation, but him responding to Seth Joyner really didn't even say anything. Honestly, I think our line is currently playing around the lower third of that. Yeah, they're not playing good. Fringo could step up, solidify this cornerback 2 spot. That will help so much. Then we got a big-time edge. Yeah, the edge is... Ringo, I'm okay with Ringo. I think Ringo will hold up. The edge to me is where you have to go outside of the team. You can fix the offense right now from within. You can take care of that quarterback spot. But I mean, I don't know. Nolan Smith out. You've only got 5 sacks all year. We've got 5 sacks all year. Denver's got 15. We need an edge rusher. I agree, Donnie. Philly, it's just conspiracy of mine. I highly believe it to happen. It smells just like how AJ. I think you're on to something, man. It does smell bad, don't it? I didn't think about it. Yeah, that's interesting. Sopranos is good. I got this hat on the website. I got this hat and the shirt actually at the same time. Yeah. I'm hoping for a good old-fashioned whooping of the Broncos this game. And you're going to get it, Connor. You're going to get it. Chris Dogman, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. Make a new YouTube channel if you want to stream different games like Major League, NHL, NBA. Maybe. What I might do tomorrow, if you see something like Philly 500, I don't know, come chat with Philly 500 or something like that. That's code for I'm streaming the baseball game. All right? If I do something like hang out with Philly 500, Philly 500 hangout, code I'm watching the baseball game. I won't put a scoreboard up, but I'm watching and streaming it. Ring of the next Bulldog that's going to prove the haters. I hope so, man. That's the best case that's the best case scenario. Of course they were here first. Why blame them for I don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking about something else. I'm talking about football. That's right, Daz. I need Ringo to do Ringo things. Offense has been pretty much the same group. Why is that side of the ball so inconsistent? I think there's a few things going on. One, predictability. Teams know where you're going with it. They know exactly what the play is before the snap. Two, I think you're banged up offensive linemen at center and left guard. And then three, they're playing too conservative, and they got Jalen Hurts on handcuffs, and I think that's why. Matrix watch. It's already watching me. Farron, do you still have the Slim Reaper merch? Unable to find the website. I think I have some. I have to check. Rigo's a lot to fight in him. Since the guys take longer to develop, I think he could do it. Be the guy. I hope so. 500 Broncos beating you. Yeah, I think something around there. I think Nick is calling plays again. I definitely think so. Dickerson is hurt so bad. We need to let him heal because right now he's doing no one any good. I would sit him tomorrow. Because you're playing an AFC team. If you're worried about getting throttled, that's a perfect opportunity to try Twitch and see if you receive any strikes. As long as you don't show the game, though, I'll look into Twitch and see, But I mean, nobody knows me on Twitch, so as long as it doesn't affect my YouTube numbers, I'll do it. I already get affected enough over here. Eagles aren't losing this week. I think we were winning about by 10. I agree. I think over 10. I got a good feeling, man. I've got a good feeling. All right, well, listen, guys. I'm going to get going. I'll have a preview prediction video later. I got some things I gotta do. I got to leave the house, so... but I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I truly appreciate everybody that came in. Means a lot to me. And if you're not getting notifications, I'm sorry. I don't know why that's happening again now, but it's been happening a lot. I would love to get Benito. Me too. Guy's got 4 or 5 sacks already. Dude's a beast. But no, thank you guys so much. And I'll have a video later today. Of course, Shakedown tomorrow night. And then we're streaming all day on Sunday. So with that said, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys have a good night. And we'll see what happens. Go Birds. And remember, it's Howie Vision, baby. We're all just living in it.
Come on, guys. 2 minutes to go. You got plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott. Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb. God.
That's crazy.
It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Judge, don't take it. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.